Hey Taurus, welcome to your reading. My name is Johanna. We're going to take a look at your past, present, and future energies so that you can align with your higher self, your higher timeline, kind of where you want to be going in your life. So we're going to take a look at those energies. This is a timeless reading. And as well, you can check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign. So obviously take what resonates. It is a general reading, but let's dive in. So what was going on in the past energies for Taurus that we need to be aware of? So we have ego illusions, and it says, don't believe thoughts, inner stories, and befriend ego. And then we also have raised vibration. So it says connect to light, release blocks, strengthen, and safety. So I really feel like in the past, you were dealing with like your ego in some way, shape, or form. You were dealing with maybe some illusions, some blocks, and you were working on raising your vibration, like really working on shifting that. But I really feel like maybe it was getting the best of you here in the past, where you needed to have like some aspect of courage and inner strength to really like go beyond what's been driving you. So for some of you, you maybe are looking at different like habits and routines and things that you do, things you say to yourself that could be influencing you here. So I really feel like you were starting to become aware of like what's been holding you back here. We also have the Tower that came out with this. So yeah, there could have been something specific that happened here with the Tower. We have the Three of Pentacles, maybe something in your work or your goals, your hobbies, like something where it's like you might have felt like you had a bit of a Tower moment here. Or something you did have a Tower moment, and then you noticed all these thoughts and beliefs starting to show up for you, and realizing maybe some of the inner stories or the stories that you tell yourself in certain situations. So we'll dive into each area a little bit more, but we're going to move to the overall energy for the present. What's presently going on for Taurus? What do they need to be aware of right now? We have sensitivity, number 3, and it says validate self, vulnerability is strength, and we have projections. So we also have divine timing. So you might find yourself maybe a bit emotional at this time, or just even feeling like you're sensitive to certain things, or you've got a lot of emotions just coming up for you. I feel like it's a time for you to be compassionate for yourself and know that what's coming up is a good thing, regardless of how it feels, and that you just need to nurture yourself through this process and support yourself through this process. Can we get a little bit more with the sensitivity here? Yeah, we have Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like this is a time right now for you to really nurture yourself, look after yourself, support yourself, any sort of, self-care. We also have the Queen of Swords at the bottom. This might be a good time for like boundaries or, just being honest with yourself as well too, especially if there's certain things that you're noticing have been happening for you. It feels like a lot of like self-reflection in a way. But I feel like there's a reason why you're going through this at this time with the divine timing card. Let's see what the near future energy is. What do we need to know about the near future, or just the future in general for Taurus? We have intimacy, which says connect, discover, and voice needs. We have explore, and we have heal. We also have that courage card again. So I feel like you're being encouraged to like go within. It's interesting, like intimacy is always, like, it always reminds me, there's a card actually in a different deck that I have, and it's broken down as into me I see. And so I feel like you're having to like go within, look at the depths of things, reconnect with yourself. discover and your own needs and also vocalize those things. And so there's a strong element of like healing coming up here for you. But I also feel like you're building your strength here. Yeah, we have growth at the bottom of the deck. So it says surrender to the process, simplify your healing and layers. So some of you need to like, it doesn't need to be so complicated, I feel, like allow the healing to happen. But you do have to have the strength to go within and look at things here is also what I'm getting. So I see a lot of growth in your healing path. It's just kind of almost maybe feels like you're like going through something. Clarify this intimacy card in the future energies for Taurus. Clarify this intimacy energy. We have the Daughter of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. So yeah, this is like new territory I'm getting for you. New territory. We have the Empress here. Again, there's a lot of growth. There's a lot of expansion here that I feel like is happening. A lot of like rebirth energy almost. But there's definitely this strong sense of like needing to nurture yourself, to be compassionate to yourself, but also to like be your own parent. Like, you know what I mean? Like support yourself in a way that like supporting your inner child. Some of you could be doing like inner child work specifically. But I feel like there's like a big revelation here. It's like it's almost like an awakening. Like you're going through, especially with the Tower energy, it's like you're going through this big awakening, but then there's like, you almost like become very sensitive to things, and like maybe feel a bit vulnerable. I feel like the emotions start to kind of like come up to the surface here. And with the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, again, with it being earth energy, I feel like there's a strong need to like ground yourself and support yourself here. If you guys need support through any of this, this is what my work is around, my coaching and everything. So I work with women. So if you're a woman who is dealing with this stuff, then, you know, feel free to check out my coaching services. I have like one-on-one single sessions, and then I also have, which are the breakthrough sessions. And then I also have my like longer coaching programs. So let's see what this ego, illusions, and the Tower is in the recent past for Taurus. So we have the Fool. We also have the Magician. It's almost like you realized your power. And it might not have felt that way initially. I also have the King of Wands for the Muse of Inspiration. It might not have felt like that. But it's almost like from it's giving me like manifestation. So it's like you having this like sudden realization that like I'm the one creating my reality, right? Like I'm the way I'm telling myself things, or how I'm, you know, taking action on things, right? King of Wands, like how I'm doing and showing up in my life is what's creating these cycles for me. And I really feel like with this Fool card, this is like you saying like, I'm ready to start a new chapter. I'm ready to move in a new direction. I don't want to keep repeating same cycles. I don't want to keep repeating my same stories and, you know, not, it's like you're ready to break free from the foundation of what you've built your life on, because you're realizing you've built it on this foundation of maybe fear or illusions or your ego kind of driving things versus like you trusting yourself and, you know, wanting to take action from a place of like abundance versus like in a place of scarcity. So a lot of you, I feel like, especially with this Magician, because this is like Mercury energy, and it's like I feel like it's like, again, your words, you communicate. Like the Magician can like say spells and stuff, right? And like have things like that. So with the magic aspect, so it's like what you say is what's manifesting for you. It's creating your reality. And I think you're starting to realize that, and you're wanting to align with the Lovers here. You're wanting to align yourself in a way that is different than what you've been doing, because you're realizing, again, the stories and the things that you've been telling yourself up until this point are not getting you to where you actually truly want to go. So let's see what this current energy is with sensitivity and this Mother of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. What is this current energy here for Taurus? What is this energy in the current energy here? We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Ten of Cups. Okay. Now, some of you could be realizing things that have come from your upbringing, your childhood. I'm also getting like just like family things in general, like ancestral things, or ancestral would be more like Ten of Pentacles, but I feel like you might be realizing where like things weren't as great as they were portrayed, or maybe for some of you, it's like you were brought up in a household or a family where like you hid your emotions. You didn't speak about your emotions, right? Because the Seven of Swords can be this like sneaky energy, this hiding, this secretive type of energy here. I feel like now you're being encouraged to speak about these things, to bring them up, to talk about them, to express them. Express your feelings, but also express your dreams and your goals and your visions and what you want to have for your life, being vulnerable. We have the Six of Pentacles here. So again, I feel like there's like this needing to put things out in the world, like to express things. I'm not sure if this is with other people or just in general. Can I get another card for this current energy? Yeah, there's that Tower again. And we have the Six of Cups. It's like this Tower of the past. I feel like it's really about like the illusion of maybe how you were brought up, or the way, or just like even an understanding of like, again, having this aha moment that like, you know, this from my past is affecting me. And, you know, we don't have to put blame on people for those sorts of things because they were just doing the best they can as well. But, you know, you just having this realization, this aha moment that like, I need to express myself. Again, all these emotions like coming up to the surface, but they're coming up to be expressed, I'm getting with the Ace of Swords. So I feel like you need to allow your emotions to come up, feel them, validate yourself and what you're feeling and what you're going through. And I feel like the Queen of Pentacles is also, again, like I was saying initially, is like really looking after yourself and nurturing yourself through this, especially if you're having a lot of emotions coming up. But Ten of Cups is kind of this like dreamy, illusionary energy, because it's like a dream, right? Your vision, like everything's like perfect, and, you know, the perfect family, the white picket house, like, you know what I mean? The American dream, like whatever what you have been, there's something that's bringing you back down to reality. I'm getting some sort of illusion that is being broken here. And I'm not sure if it's like that everything hasn't been fine and you've been feeling like it is, and you're having this sudden realization like this isn't okay, or this isn't right, or, you know, I haven't been feeling my feelings, right? Like thinking like I'm good emotionally, I don't have any emotional things going on. And then all of a sudden there's something that comes up that really like triggers you or has you expressing things differently here. There's like, this really feels like almost like an awakening, like having like an aha, like a holy shit moment kind of thing. Let's see what this intimacy energy is with this, this Page of Pentacles, this Daughter of Pentacles. In the future energies, what do we need to know about these future energies with intimacy and Page of Pentacles? We have the High Priestess energy. Let me move these over a bit here so I have some space. There we go. Okay, we also have the Moon. Ooh, a lot of intuition here. We also have the King of Pentacles. So there's definitely this like deeper connection with yourself with the High Priestess energy. some of you could be getting like intuitive hits, messages. I also feel like if there's any sort of like healing that you're doing, because there's a lot of pentacle energy here, which is your energy. But I feel as though, so I almost feel it's interesting because we start out with this King of Wands. And I know like Taurus, like your earth energy is not the only thing in your chart, right? But I almost feel like this is how I'm like interpreting this, is like your King of Wands energy here of in the past is like maybe the way you were living and the energy you're in it, and realizing like fire energy is not like your energy, right? Like I need to be more like a pentacle versus a fire. So there's this like realization that like what I'm doing or how I'm being is not aligning, right? And then you come into more of this like earthy energy, and this is about like learning how to almost like be in the earth energy. And really what it means is just like you learning how to be yourself, like you just like learning how to, like, who am I? What are the feelings and emotions that are coming up for me? And how do I now reconnect with myself if I am like relearning this, right? I feel like the High Priestess and the Moon, you're definitely like becoming aware of your feelings, your emotions, definitely like the deeper ones, especially. So like you're definitely exploring your feelings, exploring the healing process, discovering yourself, discovering again what you need in any sort of situation here. And I feel like this is about you reestablishing like a foundation for yourself. Once you've discovered and felt these things and felt these emotions, then you can start to, again, ground yourself, because this Empress energy is you, right? So it's like, then you're going to start to see the growth. You're going to start to see the change, the evolution, the growth of, you know, where you're trying to go. I almost feel like you maybe go into a little bit of like, I don't even want to say a dark night of the soul, but just this like hermit energy where you're very inward. A lot of your growth and your focus is on you inside, right? Like what's going on inside of you. Let's get another card here for this. Okay, we got a few cards. There's that Empress again at the bottom of the deck. We have Temperance. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And we have the Hierophant. So again, Taurian energy. So you're definitely showing up a lot in this energy. And that's where I feel like this is really about you and yourself. The Temperance and the Seven of Pentacles both talk about patience. And this, I feel like this healing process is going to take some time. It's going to take some energy. It's not going to happen overnight, right? Like, so it's like, there's a process to this. And I feel like you're needing to trust that and be okay with it, and start to connect with your intuition here, start to connect to yourself more. And again, it's just continually work on how can you create a strong foundation for yourself in a way that is supportive for you. I feel like your intuition and your connection to yourself is going to be heightening. Your connection to the divine could be heightening as well. Like you might very much fall into like spiritual practices. And you're just like exploring what you need. Some of you are also exploring your beliefs. Like, what are your beliefs? Trying to set new beliefs, trying to create new beliefs, new realities. And it doesn't have to be like beliefs in the sense of like our spiritual beliefs, but it could even just be like our mindset, right? Like our mental beliefs and what we believe about the world and how things work and how we create. There's a strong sense of like manifestation that's like kind of underlying in this reading. But it's almost like you're really like stepping into who you are. And I feel like there's a lot of growth that's starting to come through here. Some of you could also be on a more material side of things. Like some of you could definitely be creating more abundance for yourself as well. Literally having growth in your money. It's going to take time. But you might have with this Page of Pentacles like a new opportunity that's, you're having to trust if it's for you and explore this and see if this is for you. But I feel like if you are growing something or creating something here, I feel as though there's this sense of you like making more money or like it growing, it blossoming, right? Because it could very much be like not like getting rid of a job and like starting your own thing, or just like quitting a job and going into a whole new like avenue of like what you do for work, right? Like you could go from like being an engineer to like getting into the health world, right? So it's like you could be totally switching up like what you do, realizing that's something that just wasn't for you, and realizing that and understanding that and wanting to break free from that. And then it's like this whole journey, and there's a lot of personal growth that comes in this journey where like you start to go through a lot of things and realize a lot of things. But I do feel like you're going to reap the rewards. The deeper you go and the more you connect to yourself, the better results you're going to get. Again, it's going to take time, but you're going to see the changes here. So that is what I have for you guys. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know, obviously, down below. If not, you can check out any of the other sign readings, pick a cards, or even my podcast that I have here on the channel. And as well, like I said before, I do actually do coaching in this avenue to help you kind of work through your blocks physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. So to help you become the highest version of who you want to be. So if that's something that interests you, I have single sessions and I have group and private coaching. So you guys can check those out down below. As well as if you enjoy tarot readings and you want to hear more from me, I do have a Soulful Circle Tarot membership, which is a small group of us where I read collectively, and I usually do readings about 2 to 3 times a week. So if you're interested in that, you can check that out. The link for that is down below as well. So otherwise, thank you guys so much for being here as always, and I appreciate any of your support, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Bye.